something that's worth mentioning, I guess, going into episode 4 is that like Gar and Rachel are still at the tree. Like it ends with them at the tree, and we don't know how far they went to get to that tree. Like all we see is them running up a hill, and then we see them coming up from over a hill and looking and seeing the tree. We don't know if that's the same hill or not. They could have traveled so far for so long before they actually got to that tree. But the thing is that they're not in the RV anymore, and the rest of the Titans know that Rachel's powerless, and nobody knows what's going on with Gar. Gar told Rachel in this episode for the first time that he's been having these problems. I'm feeling like, I don't know, I feel like there's going to be definitely a subplot in this episode, upcoming episode, episode 4, where the rest of the team just kind of wonders where the heck are these two characters at? Like, where are they? While they're having to deal with the whole brother blood thing. And who's to say, like, there's multiple members from the cult, we know this already. Like, I don't know, I'm just very curious to see what's going to happen with Gar and Rachel going up forward with this next episode, because they're still in a different realm as far as we know. And how the other Titans are going to perceive that. Like, they're missing, where are they? We don't know their story. We just know this portion of this story with Brother Blood and this cult being connected somehow. We don't know about the red or these trophies on this tree. So that's just a very interesting thing to go forward into this next episode with. Or it could be one of those things, because this happened a lot with Season 2 and Season 3, to where, like, characters will get separated and they just stay that way for a while. Like, it doesn't really get brought, like, say for instance, like, yeah, they're still separated, like I've been saying, but like, say the next episode, they don't really, like, the other Titans don't really focus on that. The other Titans focus on Sebastian and trying to keep him safe. Maybe they won't even acknowledge the fact that, like, their two of their youngest characters are like not there right now. I don't know. I definitely feel like this whole Mother Mayhem story arc, with getting Brother Blood resurrected, is just going to be part 1, because we only have 3 episodes left of this part, and even though they've done so much in these first 3 episodes, I feel like you can only do so much in the next 3 episodes. So I feel like that the first 6 episodes, part 1 of this season, are going to center around the origin of Brother Blood, and like I feel like we're going to have Mother Mayhem get killed off either by Brother Blood himself or the Titans, episode 6. And I feel like because it's kind of speculated that the Azarath are trying to bring back Trigon, and we already know, I think through a trailer or something, that Deathstroke might be coming back, I feel like Season 4, Part 2 is going to be about, because we already know the first episode of that part, of Part 2, Episode 7 out of 12, is going to be co-written by Beast Boy, or Beast Boy's actor. So we already know that that's going to be a thing. So we already know that his transformation is going to be a major plot point, at least for the first episode of Part 2. Something I want to mention is that I haven't really read the comic books that heavily, but I will say one of my favorite stories that I've heard of the comic books is one of the stories about when Trigon comes back. He uses, granted in the comics they were dating, he uses Raven's and Beast Boy's kind of like romantic tension they've been having for a while as ways to turn them into like mind control demons that kind of like fight each other, and they like wreak chaos around. So it's just, it's a nice little touch of like Raven's father using her romantic interest with Beast Boy against her. I definitely kind of sensed that, or not really sensed it, but I definitely kind of felt something along the lines of that in Season 1 when they were trying to break her heart. They were trying to beat Beast Boy to death. They were trying to, you know, they felt like that was the way to turn Rachel evil. It was like, oh, if Beast Boy's died, Rachel's going to join us. And it worked for a while until Beast Boy ended up being alive and contacted her and brought her back. So again, maybe Trigon's aware of that at some point now, and he's going to be like, okay, these two are definitely going to be an issue. I'm definitely going to get on these two, especially Beast Boy, as much as I can. So I don't know. Like I feel like Trigon might be the big bad for Season 4, Part 2. That he's just going to try to resurrect all the villains, like Deathstroke, at least Deathstroke. He's going to try to resurrect some villains from their previous tensions and try to bring them back. Try to make the Titans weaker. And I don't know, that's my theory. That is my theory. My theory is part 1 is going to be Mother Mayhem, part 2 is going to be Trigon.